Hello and welcome to the Packer Franchise Podcast. Just recently, the NFLPA has announced that the 2020 preseason games will be canceled due to COVID-19. And this is a good situation and a bad situation for, you know, obviously different reasons. Good being the health and safety for the fans and the players as they get things situated for the regular seasons to begin. Bad for the undrafted rookies and also young stars trying to get their spotlight. Um, in my personal opinion, I was always a fan of the preseason. Honestly, I felt like the preseason was always much relaxed to watch, especially if you're a fan of a certain football team, because you get to watch how these young players develop, and also it's just football, honestly. Um, the Hall of Fame game in the first week of preseason is kind of like a holiday too, because it's a new year of football. Some people like the week one regular season, but I feel like preseason week one has been more of the back to football hype instead of regular season week one. Because, and training camps too, they're still going to have training camps. Roster depth chart's been cut down to 80 people. And, you know, is that time of year where training camp has been, players are back and, it just feels good to have football back. But with no preseason, and I get it, it's a difficult decision. And it's a decision that's what's best for not only the players but for the fans also, which multiple teams around the league have different ideas of what they're going to do with fans. The Philadelphia Eagles are not going to do fan attendance. The Green Bay Packers also are going to have most likely have fans wear masks and reduce the amount of season ticket holders for this upcoming season until this whole COVID thing gets situated. Um, now, will this mean? Now, what does this mean for the regular season? Well, it depends on a few things, honestly. It is all about time. That's really the big thing. And not just NFL football, but just like all football in general. Um, it's all about time. It's all about if the cases go up, and it's all about how many NFL players get tested positive for the coronavirus and all that. The NBA, they had tests, and 0 players were tested in the last bubble. It was an article I found just not too long ago today. So they're keeping on playing on having a season. NHL's doing the same thing. So, I don't know if NHL tests positive, but I feel like if the players number positive, I feel like if the NFL players that are tested, if most of them come back negative, then I think there will be a regular season. But if there's still a decent amount of NFL players that are tested positive, then I think the regular season will be canceled. And as for this channel too, if the NFL season does manage to get delayed or get canceled, I have ideas or other stuff that I would like to do during this time. And like I said, I know I've been away for a few months, but I feel motivated and ready to go to get back on track. And it's kind of funny that when I get motivated, the NFL season is in a uproar frenzy, or not an uproar frenzy, but is in a difficult time right now with COVID. So the best I can do during a situation, if there's gonna be a regular season, is like I said, just time. Just see what time plays out. But for the NFL preseason, though, it sucks. It really does, especially for the undrafted players that are getting signed and getting a chance to prove to the coaches that, hey, I'm pretty good to be on this team. Because now the most likely chance of them getting a spot is if the third wide receiver, you know heaven forbid any injuries, that's the only options to get a spot on this roster. Because preseason was all about finding diamonds in the rough, and that's why I always like preseason. There were some preseason moments in Packers football that I thought that guy was going to be a star, and even though they might not be a star in today's age, it was still nice to look at a player and be like, hey, he's going to be a star in the future. I would watch him. It's just not going to be kind of fun now looking at those players and be like, oh, he's going to be a star. I know you can do that regular season, but preseason is always fun to just scout players and look at players and think, if this player is going to be something in the future with this team. And that's the big thing I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I think with the NFL, or I don't know, it's just difficult times. I mean, I'm lost for words of what they should do, honestly. But I mean, obviously, there's gonna be training camp still, which is still nice. So the players still have an opportunity to prove the coaches is right. But in my honest opinion, I wish there was a preseason. I feel like preseason football matters. I know people don't really like the preseason much because of all the backup and stuff, but preseason really matters, in my opinion. I think getting those players an opportunity to shine, and also the return of football. That first return of football is always nice too. I don't care if the starters are playing. I don't care if it's third string backups. It's football. It's nice. It's relaxing. It's entertainment for the people like me that enjoy watching sports. And so with the 2020 preseason being canceled, it sucks to have that feeling, except for training camp. But at least there's going to be some hockey and basketball in the meantime until the NFL season gets going, hopefully. So by the time the Stanley Cup and NBA Finals are over, the NFL regular season will kick off, and so hopefully we'll be back on track to regular schedules after this whole thing ends. But yeah, but I've in my 100% honest opinion, I feel like there's gonna be a regular season because I still feel like if the NFL and NBA, or not NFL, NHL and NBA are having a season, I think the NFL will. It just probably won't be without fans, which that's fine if that makes us watch football. So, but guys, that's my entire opinion on this whole thing. Just sucks, and like I said, only time will tell if we're gonna have a regular season. I think we will, but keep staying strong, keep staying positive, and keep staying healthy too. And yeah, so alrighty, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.